What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece treasure cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be playing through the brand new 30 stamina SENTOMARU fortnight. Now, this is again one of those crazy fortnights that actually comes out whilst we already have a brand new fortnight out. So, pretty cool that they do give us multiple fortnights over multiple weeks. And the reason why that's good is because we get skill up so often now that having a fortnight out for 2 weeks means that we pretty much can max it out very quickly. If you do run it, a couple times a day at least, you guys should be able to max out just about everything from the fortnight, which is awesome. So they are giving us a brand new fortnight whilst we already have another one up, so that is the second time they've done that. I hope they do continue with this, because it means that we're going to be getting skill books for characters a lot quicker. But let's overview this fortnight really quick before we get into it. So the stuff that you can get, you can actually drop a specific pacifista, you can drop SENTOMARU, you can drop lip service Doherty, and also the other unit, which is gashed Albion. So those are the three characters, and we will be overviewing all three of these characters once we complete the run through of the dungeon. But let's talk about the obtainable manuals. You can get the Legend Blackbeard skill book. So for all of you guys out there that do own Legend Blackbeard, this is awesome because he has one of the best specials in the game that will give you a 30% health cut that can go through barriers. So definitely go ahead and max this guy out if you guys have him. 19 turn cooldown at max compared to 25, I believe, is his initial, which this is really good time. If you guys have Blackbeard, just do it. You can also get the old rare recruit Basil Hawkins, 3-day 2-year Brook and Zoro. So if you guys were unable to max those guys out when the movie fortnights were out, then you get another opportunity to do that here, which is awesome. Zoro, great slasher booster. Brook, pretty useful to have. He changes block orbs, I believe, into matching orbs, so really strong unit. Then some new ones. We have the new rare recruit Suru and also rare recruit Momonga, both of those guys from the Akainu batch. So if you guys have those, they're not bad skills, but just overall in general, the skill books are kind of bad. I mean, Blackbeard's good. Like, there are some good units in here, but the thing is like, the 3-day 2 units, most people have those guys maxed, and the only two new ones are Momonga and Suru, and not too many people really use those guys anymore, so it is kind of annoying that we are getting those skill books now. It would have been better if we had them like maybe 3 months ago, but it is what it is. The obtainable boosters and evolvers, you can actually drop strength and quick ones, and obviously drop some cola as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the condition for this fortnight dungeon states that you can only bring quick characters. So for the 15 and 30 stamina versions of this dungeon, you can only go ahead and bring quick characters. So the team that I am going to be using is everyone's favorite time skip Luffy. Actually, let's... Okay, for a second I thought his sockets were kind of messed up, but this is the team that we're going to be running through. When you see a time skip Luffy team, this is essentially the team that people are going to be running for this. You don't have to run a time skip Luffy team, of course, and there definitely is like a free-to-play option with this, with a friend time skip Luffy. You can run like the rare recruit Capone, one of the old Capone, because he is a free spirit quick booster. So there's just a bunch of units that you can use. You don't have to use a double time skip Luffy. Obviously, Boa in the team does not have to be there either. You don't really need them for their specials, but the only reason why I'm using them is because they are strong and socketed free spirit blue units. So that's literally the only thing you need for this specific team. Other teams that clear it pretty well is a double NL team, which is probably what most people are going to be using to complete this dungeon. But remember, like, you don't actually really need to run this dungeon that much, because the skill books in it, the skill books are nice, but they're not as good as some of the previous dungeons that we've had. I just think it's a little bit underwhelming, in my opinion. But anyways, throughout this dungeon, on one of the stages, you will encounter the boss, miniature boss, being Albion, and he is a Dex character. So he's like the most annoying unit to take down in the entire dungeon, because he is a Dex character, and you've obviously got a team of all quick units. The final stage actually has multiple variations, so we'll see what kind of variation we get. If we get the stage with Lip Service Doughty and also Albion, that's probably the best one for us, because the other one, Albion, will actually go ahead and give us a full board of matching orbs with time skip Luffy, because he changes them all to Dex. So that's why time skip Luffy is good for this, because you'll get all Dex orbs. If on the final boss it's the variation with Albion, then you'll be able to get a full board of orbs. But let's go ahead and take this down. As you can see, when you encounter this guy, he actually changes your captain with 1 unit in your middle row. So the units in your middle row, it's ideal that they have actually pretty decent captain abilities. So Leo is a 2.25 free spirit booster, I believe is a free spirit booster, and then you have Boa, who is a quick booster, 2.75 times. So it just does depend on the situation that you need, but yeah, just make sure that your better captains are in the middle row so that they can be used effectively when they are switched. But he switches them for 2 turns. It takes about 2 turns to kill him in most cases, so your team should be good to go by the time you reach the final stage. And we actually did get the variation with Albion here, and as you'll see, he actually changes all of our orbs into Dex orbs and increases the chance of Dex orbs for 99 turns. And then we'll go ahead and activate Timeskip Luffy special and just absolutely go crazy. We can actually go ahead and use our Wicker special here and actually help clear out the back mob units because they do have high defense, low health. So those guys are taken down. We're going to use the Apu special to give us a type boost, and we also have the small affinity boost from Wicker as well. So now we can just go ahead as easily as we like and take down the dungeon very, very easily. So yeah, very, very easy with a Timeskip Luffy team. Of course, you don't need your own Timeskip Luffy. You don't need Legend Boa in order to make this team effective. You just need pretty decent, quick characters in your middle row and as your captain, and you should be good to go. But yeah, pretty easy with the Luffy team. But now that we've gone ahead and run through the dungeon, let's go ahead and overview all of the characters that you can get in the dungeon itself. Now, I actually haven't dropped the lip service deity yet, unfortunately for me, but we'll overview the other characters as well. So this is the evolved version of SENTOMARU. So SENTOMARU is a strength powerhouse striker type character, and when he is max level, he actually has pretty good stats for a Fortnite character. He ends up having 2170 health, 1150 attack, and 205 recovery. His captain ability boosts the attack of strength characters by 2 times, and HP of powerhouse characters by 1.25, which is not a good captain ability. His special, which maxes at 11 turns, delays all enemies for 1 turn, and then gives himself a matching orb. So I guess if you do need a delayer of some sorts, then he can be used, but honestly, he's not a very good unit whatsoever. I would probably go ahead and use this guy to socket out either the Rare Recruit or the Story Mode SENTOMARU. This guy is just really not that good. Let's overview the next character, which is going to be Gashed Albion. So Gashed Albion is a quick slasher driven, and his stats aren't very good at max level. His captain ability boosts the attack of slashers and driven characters proportional to your crew's current health. So at full health, you'll get a 1 times boost. If you have 1 health left, you only get a 2 times boost, so a really bad captain ability. His special will reduce your crew's health by 90% and then deal 1 times the removed HP as damage to all enemies. So I guess in some certain situations, if you have a team with insane amounts of health, you can actually deal like a pretty good amount of damage with this type of special, although it isn't really that good because the multiplier is only 1 times. It would be better if it was maybe like 5 times. That would be actually pretty insane. But it is a little bit of a shame that he doesn't really do that much damage, so he's not very good. And the last character, which I do not own, which is the Lip Service Deity, who is a strength slasher powerhouse. Captain ability boosts the attack of slashers and powerhouse characters by 1.5 and gives himself a 3 times attack boost. So it's not actually not a terrible captain ability, but there's definitely a lot better than him. But you're not really going to use this guy as a captain. His special, which maxes at 5 turns, deals 8 times his attack as strength damage to a single enemy and gives the captain a recovery orb. I can't really see much use for that either. So overall, the Fortnite units themselves are pretty bad. The skill books themselves are okay, but definitely not the best Fortnite ever. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this breakdown of the brand new 30 stamina SENTOMARU Fortnite. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.